Good afternoon. Welcome to the demonstration for the actual online scoring. Of course, you have to go to www.artemisarchery.com.au/phone view. You will then be presented on your phone with this particular screen. If you decide to log in, type in your username or email that you first issued with, put in your password, click remember me so that you can come back in without having to worry too much about it. Oh god, invalid. There we go, finally logged in. Okay, so in the menu simply scroll down on your phone to scoring. This will bring up the online scoring, or rather will bring up the online scoring system. Okay, select a session. I'm going to select that particular practice session. Put in your target number that you're actually going to shoot on, and let's type in and find some names. Now you only need to type in the first two characters, and in the drop down box you will find a list of all suitable names. Now you need to put in your profile, so male in my case. I'm going to be shooting the Melbourne, and I'm going to be veteran plus. Scrolling down, pick the bow type. Now you'll see these function buttons at the bottom. The green one will allow me to add the archer. As you can see, archer added. So let's pick another archer. Let's just scroll up. Let's put in Kelvin. So K-E-L. Whoops. K-E-L. And there's Kelvin. Select Kelvin. He is, I believe, still a master. He's going to be shooting his recurve bow. And I'm going to add Kelvin. He's been added. Now, if I click on list of archers, it will simply display a list of all the archers who have been assigned to that target. And as you can see, if I click on it, there's my profile that I've logged in as or signed in as, and so there's Kelvin's. Now it could be Kelvin suddenly decides that he wants to shoot a compound bow. So let's just close that. So if I look, there's Kelvin. I can search for him again if I so wanted to, because it could have been another particular archer I might be wanting to modify. Now Kelvin suddenly decided he doesn't want to shoot his recurve, he wants to shoot his compound. So again, we will add him and get the list of archers, and lo and behold, Kelvin has now been modified to suit a compound. You don't need to delete the archer and start again if you want to modify their profile. Okay, now let's move on to a few more of the buttons. You have one here for removing. So if I wanted to, let's put another archer in and add them. Let's put in, I don't know, this Peter Samari. Let's say, put him in as a Darwin. I'm not quite sure what he is. Let's put him in as a recurve. Let's just add him. Now if I go back to list of the archers, you can now see Peter's there. Let's close. Let's supposing I want to remove Peter. All I have to do is bring him up, as in the screen there, so that his name is showing. Now if I simply do a remove, he's been removed. Let's go back to list archers. Lo and behold, he's been removed. Alright, let's move on to scoring. Hit the scoring button, and this will bring in the actual scoring side of the application. Okay, so let's start scoring David Tucker. Just simply hit the keypad. Now when you hit the save button, all it does is it transfers your arrows, your end total and an ID back to the server. Automatically has moved on to Kelvin. You don't need to select his name from the drop down, and let's be generous and give Kelvin a whole suite of X's too. Now this is moved back to me since there's only two archers and I'm the next one. I'm having a bad, not such a good day. Save. Kelvin's continuing to have a reasonably good day, and so on. So you get the idea. you just keep going through the ends until we get to the last one for the distance. Okay, we've moved on now to the second distance, since there are 3 distances in this particular round. So let's just continue through. Now, let's just think Kelvin, we didn't get all 6s, Kelvin did a little bit better than that. Let's go back up here and hit this little icon pencil at the top. And what it will do is it will bring in a new editor that will allow me to make some changes. So I can select a distance. Now, the error was in the second distance, and let's just say that particular one there should have been a 10. That one there should have been an X, and the first one should have been a 9. Okay. At the moment the actual in total doesn't change, but when I do a save, done, go back again, I'm not quite sure what happened there. Oh, that's my score, sorry. So let's continue on. If I went back to Kelvin, you would see Kelvin's scores have actually changed to what the editor did. So let's continue with Kelvin. Continue with me. Kelvin. Getting a tad boring. Okay, into the last distance now. Okay, let's just say, go back here, I want to change that third end of the first score. So if I go back here, go back to the third distance, I'm going to change that. I'm going to give myself a lovely X, save it, done. Hit that blue triangle, circle, takes me back, and there's my X. Working my way through. Okay, we've now completed the third distance, which means we've now finished scoring. If I hit submit score, it gives me exactly what my results are, along with my shoot rating, my current rating, and any new rating, and shows me allowance. And because it was a club handicap, it also gives me the weighted score. Now, with this one, it doesn't automatically advance at this stage, so you have to pick Kelvin, and I'm going to submit his score. Voila, end of story.